Hello, beautiful people. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, guys. Hello, Linda. Hello, everybody. I am here with my two kids, Henrik and City. Yay! Yes, yes,
Hello.
yes, yes. That's my beloved son, the one that I always keep talking about, guys. And this is my beloved daughter, City. You've seen her quite often. So, hello, hello. How are you guys? I hope you're
Hello.
doing all well. Hello, mi amor. How are you? Tell me, how are you?
I'm good. Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, thank you. I love you.
Love you too, Oma.
By the way, guys, Mother's Day in Nicaragua is today, May 30th. So today is Mother's Day here. I see I swear to God. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to accommodate little City because she's been a diva. This is why I'm doing the live from here because she
As
needs
per usual.
some reason. She like, huh?
As per usual, she's being a diva.
Yes, she is. It's her right to be a diva, Henrik. You spoil her too. What are you talking about?
I'm not the one who spoils her, Oma.
Yes, you do. You spoil her like crazy.
No, let's. When did she begin gaining weight?
She never gained weight. She just got rounded. Hello, Easy Barton. Hello, beautiful people. And I find it offensive that you fat shame.
I'm not the one who says. I'm not the one who calls her fat, Oma, either.
I don't either. It's just
You've called her your fat little princess.
yeah, no, but but she's not fat anymore. She's loved. I agree with you, Levin. She's loved. She's
Está
loved.
hermosa.
Hermosa, like we say in Spanish. By the way, guys, this is my son, Henrik. Thank you so very much for joining us. You can ask any questions about my case, my son's case. I know many of you were wondering about it. We're going to talk about royalty. I'm going to grill my son in royalty to see what it is that he knows. But we'll see. We'll see, Henrik. So, Henrik, mi
Yes.
amor, so tell me, mi amorcito,
Mm-hmm.
how is in Canada right now?
It's
Muy
nice.
guapo, yes.
It's very nice spring weather. Went for a walk yesterday. It was really nice. The leaves are nice. The flowers are out. There's no insects yet.
And by the way, guys, Henrik is studying aerospace engineering. I don't know how he became so smart because, most of the time when he tells me stuff, I just go, oh my God, because truly, oh my God, that's all I can say. So, so thank you very much for joining, guys. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed my rant yesterday. Henrik, I don't know if you know,
What you talk about?
I was featured in some sort of wanky article yesterday, my TikTok
Mm-hmm.
account, telling me that I'm almost responsible for Meghan Markle and Harry's demise, their demise of the marriage.
What?
So I did a rant because they actually showed a TikTok video that I posted in March, way back in March. And they said
Mm-hmm.
that I just posted this. Now that
Okay.
rumors about Harry and Meghan Markle marriage on the rocks. So you know me.
Okay. You obviously threw gas on the fire.
Yeah, but that's not true, at all. So because they chose a clip that I posted in March, and everybody was posting it, Nerito.
Mm-hmm.
So, so, but so I went because that's absolutely fake news, and I wasn't the only one. I mean, they've been posting things about it too, but it's just so nasty.
What do you mean? What kind of stuff have they been posting? Like, what did you post?
No, just the normal stuff. But I never post
Uh-huh.
anything that's
Uh-huh.
that's not that bad.
Normal stuff, yeah.
Okay, no, okay. Easy Barton, thank you very much for the super sticker. Thank you very much. Mira Marvin, I swear to God, Mira Marvin, he has his own TikTok. I follow him.
He does?
Marvin is a friend of mine. Guys, he sometimes he pops up in the lives. Okay, let me show you guys what I post on my TikTok account. Mira, Henrik, vos que tanto hablas.
Perdón.
Perdón, tanto que.
No lo puedo ver.
For example, that's them walking where the queen died. And then I'm saying, Meghan desperately trying to hold on to follow William.
Ajá, pero como que eso
And that's
que tiene
about
que ver.
it. Or for example, this is the one that they criticize me for.
Oh, I can't see this. How was she caught doing though?
She was caught going through William's car. Easy Barton.
She was just trying to help out.
Yeah, it's just my TikTok. I can't post it here, guys, because it has the song "Can't Touch This," because I thought it was pretty clever. She was rifling through his back, the back of the car, and then this article went and said that, oh, Meghan Markle was looking for a bottle of water or Harry's phone. Okay, which one is it? First of all, they were playing polo, Henrik, and they have this big royal box with waiters, and they have like water, they have all kinds of things there. So she doesn't need to go rifling through anybody's back car. And then when she's caught, she takes off. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe she is actually looking for those things.
Please, Henrik. Elsa Alban. Hola, Paula. Can you make a Spanish program? But yes, I could probably try and do that. I could do some Spanish videos. I can do that for sure.
Spanish Saturday.
I can do them on Saturday. That's a good idea, Henrik. Henrik, tell me, what do you know? I mean, have you asked around about Meghan Markle in Canada or around your circle?
No one knows or cares about the royal family.
That you know of?
No, that I know. Besides, no offense, but older people.
Excuse me?
Yeah. It's not a thing that the young people care about.
Me está llamando vieja, gran huevo. No estoy diciendo.
No. No estoy diciendo que vos sos vieja. Estoy diciendo que todo aquí.
Mother's Day's gift, calling me old.
No. Lo que estoy diciendo es que mira.
Like when you call me fat, I remember that. I will remember that till the day I die. Unless I get Alzheimer's. Let me tell you a little story about my son, guys. Let me tell you a little story about him. He was like 4 or 5 years. How old are you, Henrik? You have better memory than I do. Like 4? Something.
You're asking me something when I was 4, Mom. I barely.
Yeah, he was 4, but you remember because you're laughing. He was 4 years of age.
I know what it.
And it was about his bedtime, and I was telling him to go to bed.
Was it?
And he was like this yay high. He had more eyes than face, and then he kept going. I could hear him going walking around, and I said, Henrik, you better go to bed. And it's just like I could hear him walking around playing, not listening to me. And I'm like, Henrik, I'm gonna count till 3. And then I go 1, 2, and I was literally dying inside because I didn't know what I would do when I got to 3. Because what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna do anything to him. But and then when I was about to say, I said 2.5 quarters, and when I got to 2.5 quarters, he came. I will never forget this because he used to have a bottle that he used to like to suck on, and he had this big hat that for some reason he got one of my hats out, and then he goes. I said, I'm not going to go to bed. And I said, yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. And then he turned around and he called me fat. You're fat. And then he walked off. He walked away. Keep in mind, I'm a former anorexic person. I was weighing, when he called me fat, I was weighing about 108 pounds. So, but he immediately, you know what's so funny, guys? He immediately knew. He hurt my feelings because you can see the change in his face. And then he ran away. And then he came back and apologized. He said that I wasn't fat, that I was beautiful. But the damage was done. So, but yes, mi amor. So you haven't been asking.
Like your 40th birthday.
Huh?
Like your 40th birthday.
Which one?
Your real one.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean? Which one?
Yes.
Remember when I thought you were only turning 35 or something?
Yeah.
And you began crying, and I said, don't worry.
You were blabbing my age to everybody.
Well, no, it wasn't. Well, yeah, but it was on your birthday, and you were crying, and I was like, Mama, you're not old. You're only turning 35. You're not. It's not like you're turning 40 or anything, but you were.
That's true. Yes, no, guys, I'm 54. I'm not. I don't. but it's okay. But anyways, Henrik, so yes, I've been getting in trouble a lot for the Meghan Markle thing. I don't know if you heard about the fake car chase.
No,
Oh my God, I should have Pablo here. You know that
she's
Pablo,
really trying to.
Pablo
Huh?
sent me an article. I hadn't even, Pablo is one of Henrik's friends. And because, I hadn't even, he just moved to New York. I hadn't even heard about the chase. And around midnight, I get an article from Pablo. Paula, did you see the car chase? And then he sent me the articles and everything. Well, Harry and Meghan assisted this thing called Miss Foundation at the Ziegfeld Theater. And the Paps took pictures and stuff like that. Her staff and her security team told the Paps that they were going to go have dinner at this other place to follow them. So the Paps, of course, go behind them. They were not chasing them. They were told that they were going to get more pictures at this other place they were going to eat. And the reason we know that is because the Paps issued a statement, pissed off about everything that happened. So but of course, that they had these blacked out suburban things. So of course the Paps couldn't fake that the Paps chasing them, because the Paps were not chasing. They were following them to where they were supposed to go. And yet they got into a garage. So the Paps got really angry and said, why are you pulling into a garage? You told us to follow you, that you're going to this restaurant. And then the security hails a cab. I mean, they didn't vet the cab. They didn't know anything. They hail a cab. The security guard gets in, but then the security guard gets out and then leaves Harry, Meghan, and Doria, Meghan's skanky mother, sitting in the back of the taxi. So the Paps could take pictures. And then the security guard got back in, and then they drive off to drive around the block. So the very next day, Harry, there was a strongly worded statement that yesterday there was a near catastrophic car chase that could have ended in disaster after a relentless pursuit by the Paps for over 2 hours. And of course, the Paps have all the receipts, because they were actually behind them. So it was like
they're being told.
Huh?
They're being told how to or where to go.
Yeah, but they were filming it. So the chase never happened. You can't go at 80 miles an hour in downtown Manhattan, Henrik. Is back to back.
No, of course.
Like this is why people walk. And of course, you know how nosy New Yorkers are. New Yorkers, I think they're like Latinos. They want to know everything, and they don't. They call everything out.
You think?
Yeah, I know.
I think it's more of a.
I can't see you.
Yeah, I'm just searching my phone.
I
don't know. I feel like it's more of a they don't really care about anything that happens around them vibe.
Yeah, but they're curious. Can you imagine? I mean, a 2-hour car chase in downtown Manhattan, that would mean that they're already going all the way to the Hamptons.
I mean, maybe, or it could just be a slower car chase split up by traffic.
No, they said it was an
high-speed chase,
miles an hour. In
New York's pretty big.
Huh? No. The streets that they took, it was just a few streets.
Well, they probably lied.
Very busy streets. Probably.
And they lied. Yeah. I mean, you'd be surprised at how not nosy people are. A guy was killed here on Yonge just like 2 days ago.
Oy.
And they didn't catch the guy.
Well, that they didn't catch the guys is different, but
Well, they don't know who he is. They have pictures of him and everything from like the CCTV, but no one did anything to stop him. It wasn't until he was just assaulted, I think, but that's still not great.
Yeah. No, but it's different, memoir, because this is downtown Manhattan. There are cameras everywhere. Are you telling me
this is on Yonge?
No, but this is downtown Manhattan gridlock, Henrik. Do you think that you watching cars go at 80 miles an hour downtown Manhattan? To begin with, you can't do it, memoir, because the traffic is so. I mean, you're literally bumper to bumper.
No, I understand. The traffic's not exactly great there in New York, but I don't know. I feel like if you pay off the street and you pretend you're filming something.
They actually knocked down. Because the Paps were filming everything. So it was Harry's driver who was driving recklessly around.
Right.
And he knocked down, they were pulled over by the cops. And the Paps are filming all of that. So Harry asked he demanded, he sent a legal letter to the Paps and demanding that they hand over the footage and all the things. And they got a response from Bagrid saying, this is not UK, buddy. You know, we own the footage, because I guess that they don't want people to see their real footage. So it was shown.
But what did the footage show? What did it show?
It showed him knocking over the thing, and you can hear the Pap talking, saying, I don't know why they're doing this. We're Paps. They ask us to follow them, you know, and they're driving around erratically. They're the ones who broke the law. The Paps are actually going at the right speed. And afterwards, when they were, even the mayor didn't believe it. Yeah. I remember even the mayor had to issue a statement saying that, I mean, and they were being kind. They didn't want to call them liars like crazy, you know? So the mayor said, you know, it's hard to believe, you know, it's hard to believe, the mayor said that a 2 hour, maybe a 10-minute, you know, maybe something like that. It's, so yes, let me see something here. And anyways, so mi amorcito, do you think that the chase is real?
No.
Then why are you giving them a break?
You know, I don't think the world is as nefarious as people think it is. I mean, some people are stupid and they will sometimes exaggerate things, maybe. Yeah, definitely. I think what more than likely happened here is that they want to, you know, I guess Meghan probably wants to imitate Diana more than anything.
Yes.
But she's not her.
No, she will never be Princess Diana. You know, I'm a big fan of Princess Diana. But it's really, 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 really weird. I gotta tell you, you know, and now people are talking that Harry is gonna go back to the UK and he's gonna be welcomed with open arms after he trashed his entire family. Yeah, I mean, it might happen. I mean, if you were Prince William, let's say you had a brother, if you were Prince William, because, you know, he wrote so much crap. He called him bald and everything in the book. And, you know, like, oh, I'm serious. He said that he's balding. I really looked at my brother and I saw he was very balding, you know, and his famous looks, because, you know, Prince William looks a lot like Princess Diana. So he goes in the book and says he was balding. He was really bald, you know, like, and then he goes, and his famous looks that look like my mother were fading. I mean,
maybe she goes to Turkey for a little while.
No, Prince William looks gorgeous. There's nothing wrong with being bald. He's really beautiful. But I'm saying, like, Prince Harry has gone and trashed his mother. Trashed him, his wife, his children, his entire family in a worldwide stage. They claim racism when there wasn't any, and because somebody dare wonder what the kid was going to look like when Meghan was pregnant, allegedly. So apparently that's a no. Can you imagine? I mean, when I was pregnant with you, we had bets going about who you were going to look like. You know, I was just so happy you didn't look like, you know, like as white as your dad. I was so happy, you know, because everybody was teasing me about it. But that wasn't racist. I won the bet. But you know, that wasn't racist. But Meghan Markle claimed on Oprah that it was racist, that they were wondering the color. Somebody asked what the baby was going to look like. And I'm like,
I mean, why would you care?
Well, it's curiosity, Henrik, you know, hopefully one day you'll be grandkids, you know, especially when they're, you know, we were, what do you think we were? I was getting a lot of ultrasounds to look what you look like. And you came out looking exactly like in the ultrasound. It was like a picture of you. You know, we were all curious. Normal curiosity, mi amor, you know? So
yeah, but I feel like everyone's making a bigger deal out of it than, well, I guess Meghan's making a bigger deal than it really is.
Well, she went on Oprah and said that was racist, and then the entire family was branded racist, and then there was a royal racist in the family, and this is why the Queen issued a statement saying recollections may vary. She didn't want to call them liars, but you know, she
right, but like who?
Well,
Who
Megan
cares?
cared. Megan cared anymore.
Why? Like, why? Like, it's something that shouldn't matter at all.
But what shouldn't matter at all?
The color of the baby's skin, it shouldn't matter. Like, why
But
do
it
they
didn't.
care?
It didn't. It was
I know,
Megan.
but why does she care? Why is she making a big deal out of it? Like, I understand she wants her story, yada yada yada, but how does this, like, long term, how would this help her? You know, she's just going to ostracize herself, and it's a silly thing to do.
You think?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how it's worked out.
You know what? Something that she said, Henrik. She said that she did a campaign in 2012 in the United States saying that Black people, blah blah blah, how much racism there is in America, how she was lucky that even though she was biracial, she looked white, so she could play both cards, right? But how she campaigned against racism in the United States. And then in the Netflix documentary in 2022, she goes on and she says that she never ever experienced any racism in the United States until she went to the UK. I mean,
Interesting.
I mean, and the thing is, the sad thing is that
Where did she grow up?
She grew up in LA. But the funny
and
thing,
she didn't experience any racism?
Yeah, that's exactly. and all her friends.
Wait, how old is she?
She's 41.
She's 41?
But then she
does she say that she's Black?
She said no. Now she calls herself Black. Before she used to call herself Caucasian in her CD.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, but
she can't really pass for anything else.
The United Kingdom for being racist.
Well, I mean, it's a bit unfair, but like if you were to compare it to, let's say, Norway on my AC.
What do you mean?
Porque ahí hasta nosotros nos dicen, like, even to us in Norway, they call us,
Yeah, I know. And I know.
So, it could be maybe she went to Wales or something, but like clearly she didn't.
No.
I understand.
Family was racist. The entire United Kingdom was racist. That she didn't know she was Black until she got to the United Kingdom, basically, because it was never an issue for her in the United States. And
I can believe that.
And get this, but it's kind of odd because now the mother, she was raised by her father. And a white neighborhood, upper class. He won 2 Emmy awards as a lighting director. So they were doing pretty well, right? She went to elite private school since kindergarten. Okay. Nobody in their school knew that she was mixed race. They thought she was Italian or something like that.
Yeah.
And then, but the thing is that then the mother in the Netflix documentary says that Meghan Markle went to live with her from the age of 2 in the Black neighborhood, surrounded by Black strong women. And yet she never had the race talk. I mean, Meghan Markle would have stuck out, like, among Black people.
The race talk?
Yeah, because apparently in the United States, they have the race talk that you're supposed to stop when the cops pull you over, whatever, God
bless America.
Yeah, but no, but do you of course she's lying. Of course, now she's trying to blame the UK as racist because she branded the United Kingdom as racist when they really embraced her. The only positive thing that. I
mean, Mama, me vas a decir que, like, are you gonna tell me that in Norway you didn't experience any like racism from like the richer people there?
Yeah, but it wasn't about money, Henrik. It was about skin.
No, that's exactly what I'm saying. And you're not exactly Black either.
Yeah.
Yet the things that they would tell us when we, for example, just go to buy waffles, if we were just on the tram, if we went into a nice, like, expensive clothing store, what were the things that we would hear?
Pardon me?
What were the things that we would hear?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I get that is Norway. I understand.
Norway is a very special place.
No, I understand that that's Norway, but you should draw similarities of the upper class of the Brits are also very,
No, No, that's not true. We lived in England, and again, we lived in very posh areas, and I never experienced racism. Neither did you. In fact, you got into New Orleans infant school. No, no, no. I'm gonna call you out on that, sweetie, because we never experienced racism in England. England has a class thing. If you're not the same class, that's a different. But you can be green as long as you're in the same class. They allow class group. They allow you in. But we lived in Richmond. We lived in Hampstead Heath. We lived in those places. Never ever racism. No. But in that thing, and then in Norway was horrible. But Meghan Markle fit right in. As she said, she never experienced racism. And when she got to the United Kingdom, Henrik, she went right straight into the royal family. Like the whitest, most privileged family on earth. And let me tell you.
Yeah, that's kind of my...
But she got, everybody welcomed her with open arms, memoir. And
but it's the same thing in Norway. They will openly welcome you with open arms, pero van a decir el montón de mierda
English
to each other, and then they're going to say a lot of stuff to each other, and then they're going to be friendly openly to you.
No, but they were.
That's what a lot of them do.
Welcome. She was openly welcome. The UK people openly. She wasn't talking to the regular people in the streets, Henrik. She was talking to the Queen. She was given privileges that nobody else got. She was given $1 million allowance on clothing. Not even Catherine got that. Catherine got like 100,000 pounds on.
Como Arnoldo.
Yeah, yeah. So. And the Queen, I don't know if you know, but the Queen is descendant from from 2 Black queens and Asian. So even though they look white, there are also mixed race. So it's, for example, look at Meghan Markle's kids. Those kids are whiter than snow. They're even red hair.
Yeah, but they're not mixed. Okay, the Queen is not mixed race.
Yes, if we go by the 1 drop rule, of course there is, which is what they're doing right now. If
the
you have
1 drop rule.
That's what they do. I was having this conversation with Pidina because I have that disagreement with her. For example, I'm saying to her, why is the Black community claiming Meghan Markle? When she's obviously white,
everyone is everything. Okay. If you go back far enough, then everyone's everything. Because if you go back far enough, everyone comes from the same place in Northern Africa.
Forget about that. Don't get philosophical with me, Henrik.
I'm not getting philosophical, but like if you're saying it's 1 drop, like one ancestor in the past 1,000 generations, then you're going to go back to the very beginning of civilization.
For the purpose of this conversation, we're not going to go back to the origins of humanity.
Then how far back do you need to go?
Exactly. That's the question I ask. Because if they say that 1 drop rule applies in the United States, I was having this conversation with Pete Dine. I said, why are people claiming Meghan Markle as a Black woman? And I even asked her, will her kids be, called Black? Because the kids are like the Queen, like Harry, like everybody, And Pete Dine was telling me, yes, they will be. And I said, they can't be. They look white, just like the Queen. The Queen is white, or was white. Sorry, she rest in peace. So if we go by it, everybody's mixed, Henrik, obviously. But we're talking about right now, we're talking about what Meghan Markle is saying. We're talking about how the United States is. For example, Meghan Markle is now claiming she's 43% Nigerian.
What?
Yeah, she claimed that she was 43% Nigerian in spite of the fact that her mother is biracial. Her father is completely Scottish, Irish, whatever. And when she did her genealogy in 2015, 16, she said that she was European, this and that. And she went to Malta to meet her ancestors. And it turns out that her ancestors are actually her father's grandparents who immigrated from Scotland or Ireland to Malta looking for a better life. It's not like they were Maltese or anything like that.
Which she could claim as a minority, because of course she would.
Yeah, but the funny thing is she didn't go to Nigeria looking for her ancestors there. If she's 43% Nigerian, you'd think that's where she'd go. No, she
43 is a weird percentage.
Huh?
43 is a weird percentage. Because that would be 43%. That's a really weird percentage. In order to get that like mixture, it would be, so your mother would be half pure Nigerian and then half a quarter of the other half would have to be Nigerian or non-Nigerian. It would be such a weird mixture of Nigerian and non-Nigerian. Like that. Why pick that number? Why not pick something believable?
I know. And I mean, in Nigeria, I think there are over 43% tribes. So, you know,
Well,
it's
yeah,
like,
most of Africa is tribes within arbitrary nation states. That shouldn't really exist.
no, I know, mi amorcito, but this is what she claimed, because now when she left the United Kingdom, she left calling everybody a racist. And but now she wants, now she, you know, you probably didn't see my life with Samantha, right? But now there's an article about Meghan Markle saying that, keep in mind, Henrik, that she called the royal family racist, that the institution was so terrible, the monarchy, that she wanted to kill herself, that she had to flee.
Then why join it? Like,
no, listen, that she had to flee the castle, the country, the continent, to go all the way back to LA to be safe, to California, Montecito, one of the
I
most.
don't think anyone's ever said LA is safe, but okay.
But let me tell you. So now, mi amor, she erased her father completely. The father who gave her everything. Her father raised her, gave her everything, the best education, everything. And the poor guy had 2 heart attacks and a stroke. And then probably because of all the stress and everything. So,
right.
So, and her sister Samantha was diagnosed with advanced MS very young, and she's wheelchair bound, right? So Meghan Markle now went on Oprah and said that she lost her father. She didn't lose her father, like Samantha said. She iced him just because, you know, the paparazzis went after him when she started dating Harry, and they were portraying him as a fat slob in a very unflattering light. So he talked to some paps. Some pap actually offered to take better shots of him, just like everybody else does, you know, to look better for himself. Because this guy worked for 40 years in Hollywood, and he won 2 Emmys, Henrik. You know, he's not an so he wanted to be seen in a better light. And Meghan completely erased him from that. And then she sent him a nasty letter. But now she fled the UK. In the Netflix documentary, they had the freedom flight that Tyler Perry sent their private plane to get them from Canada, because Canada kicked them out pretty much.
Good.
And now there are articles saying that Meghan is determined that her 2 kids meet
with their family or whatever,
meet the grandpa, the white king, the grandpa, the very same family that have trashed, according to her, because we have to go by what she says. This
why
family,
would she want? Doesn't make any sense. Why would she want? If they're so horrible, if they're this, and that, why would you want her kids around that? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because she says that, of course, that they won't have the chance to meet her father, because her father is no longer around. Mr. Markle is around, and he has given a lot of interviews asking his daughter to please contact him. You know, so it's not like he's gone anywhere. And she's big, and the whole world, you know what's so horrible? The whole world has trashed and ridiculed Mr. Markle for being, you know, like a loving father who doesn't understand what the hell happened. You know, the loving daughter who was she did a UN speech, Henrik.
Ja, det høres litt ut som samme ting som de sier om faren min, da.
In English, memoir, you can say it in English. Henrik says that it sounds like his dad.
No, yeah, it sounds like the same thing that they say about him, yeah.
Yeah, you know, actually yesterday I did a live, and then there was this lady who was saying that, why did I stop you from seeing your father? And I'm like,
everyone should know my mother definitely didn't do that. Actually, she would I guess harass me into talking to my dad, which, I mean, she I guess had to do or whatever, but yeah.
No, because I didn't want you to stop talking to your dad, Henrik. That's all there was.
No, yeah, you're doing what you had to do.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's the thing. So now she's doing to the royal family what she's accusing. And you know what's terrible, though, that the press was ridiculing Mr. Markle for going on live shows, because, of course, in interviews saying, I want you to talk to me, right? Because she completely ghosted him, Henrik.
Mm.
You know, and he doesn't understand that. You know, it's like one day I'm her beloved, adored father, that all girls should grow up with a father like that, and the next day I'm you know, I'm this horrible person, and she doesn't contact him. And you know, he had a heart attack. He was supposed to walk her down the aisle, but he had a heart attack, right? And instead of
And
her,
what?
huh?
She didn't delay the wedding or anything?
No. Okay, I understand that maybe not the wedding,
Yeah, because
because
it's you've put a lot of money down, yada yada. But
no, and so a lot of dignitary of people were invited, but the party, I would have stopped the party. Oh no, she went
did
ahead
she
and
mention him at all, or
nope,
okay?
nope. And she had the party. They showed the fireworks.
Who walked her down the aisle?
She walked herself halfway down the
She
aisle, and
walked
and then
herself.
yes, I know it's insane. And then Prince Charles was waiting for her to
That's the
walk
whole
her up
point.
the rest.
What? It's not even a family member on her side. That's
She didn't invite anybody, no family member. The only person she invited was her biracial mother. She invited Oprah, whom she'd never met. She invited George Clooney, whom he'd
at
never
that
met.
point. Why not? At that point, why not just have like why not just have like Oprah walk her down the aisle or something stupid like?
No,
Okay.
because you see, Oprah would have taken the spotlight away from her. She's a complete narcissist. I don't even think she wanted Prince Charles to walk her down the aisle.
Con la cantidad de Oprah que vos viste en Noruega, you know.
In English, mi amor.
I guess yeah. You would
No, but
know.
she invited. This is the thing, that she didn't invite any member of her family, black or white. The only member of the family sitting there was Doria, her mother, who took off and abandoned her. And it was her father who raised her. And suddenly she's there all the time, because of course she knew that that was a card, the race card, that she could play, because it looked politically correct, you know, especially during the BLM thing. Because she did this around the time that the BLM was really, really bad.
Was she in LA for the LA riots?
Oh yeah, let me tell you that. Let me tell you that. She did this thing, right? Because her father used to call her little prince, his little princess, right? Edward G. Of course, my son has a strong personality. Of course he does. I've always encouraged him to have a strong personality. Be respectful, but have a strong personality. She wrote this thing. She came out and
yeah, que se cogió un...
¿Qué pasó, mi amor? Let me tell you something, Henrik. Let me show you. She did this whole thing that she still remember 1992, walking from her private school through the ashes, with all the ashes on fire. I'm gonna wait until I finish, remember, on fire, and how terrible she was, and she can smell the fire and everything else. And she does this thing where she's like this. It turns out it's all a bunch of bullshit. Her father debunked that. He said that as soon as the riot started, he went and picked her up and took off. I don't know if I always get it mixed, Palm Springs or something like that, to some luxurious resort, that he doesn't know what the hell Meghan was talking about, running through the streets. Well, she had a limo to pick her up, or he would pick her up.
Well, clearly, Palm Springs was actually the center of the protest. She just wanted to go there to show her support with all the other rich white families.
Where? In Palm Springs?
Yes, in Palm Springs.
I don't know if it's Palm Springs, but I know it was a very rich resort. I don't know. But, you know, I don't know why she lies like that. And the worst part of it all is that she's really angry at her family for calling her out on the lies. But it's just that these lies are so verifiable.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, and another thing she said, Henrik, I mean, this is like secondhand embarrassment. She went to this, the opening, I think, of The Lion King in the United Kingdom while they were still royals, right? And Beyonce was there. They actually were supposed to be.
But aren't they still?
Huh? No, they're not. They fled in 2020, early 2000.
No, but don't they still have the titles?
Yes, they have the titles. I don't know why, because they
so they're still royals then.
Yeah, that's my point. And believe it or not, they're still on the royal website.
Yeah, they still have the title.
No, because Henrik, there's a lot of royals with titles, and they're not on the royal website. Only working royals are on the website.
That's a big title.
Yeah, so are Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice. They're big royal titles. and they're not there. There are other royals that are dukes and stuff like that, and they're not there because only working royals are supposed to be there. So what happened is like what was I talking to you about her? About the the Mandela thing. So she goes to the Lion King. They ditched the veterans. They were supposed to be at a veteran event. Instead, they ditched because there was gonna be the Lion King where Beyonce was there with Jay-Z. So later on, when Meghan Markle was in the United States, she claims that this Black actor came and said that when she got married to Prince Harry, they rejoiced on the streets of South Africa like they did when Mandela was freed. Immediately, I mean, she compared her marriage, her skanky marriage to Harry, to Mandela. Immediately, the press, of course, they go and look for this actor, and the actor goes, "I've never met her. I've never said anything like that."
No, you can't say that.
Oh, yeah, she did. She did. Guys, when did she do that? Can you please tell me when did she write that? I'm sure my beautiful audience is going to find that out. Yes, she did. She compared herself. She said that the actor told her, "Oh my God, it was so great to meet, such an honor to meet you, because when you got married to Prince Harry, we rejoiced on the streets like we did when Mandela was."
No, they didn't. They didn't do that.
They did, Henrik. I'm not joking.
They actually, so you're saying they actually went and paraded in the streets?
No, that's what she said.
No, I understand, but I understand.
In a statement.
Yeah,
oh yes, it was in her Archetypes podcast. She said that, and then
that's
yeah.
That's so you can't be saying lies like that. It's foul.
No, I know, but I don't know why she said. What do you think she says lies like that? Is it because she's?
She's already dug down. She has to keep doubling down until she doesn't see a way out of it other than doubling down.
You think?
Well, yeah, she doesn't. She needs the attention. That's the only way to keep getting more attention is by keep doubling down. Make it a more grandiose thing than it is, and then it's
That's true. But don't you think, Henrik, it would be better if she said, "You know what? I effed up. I am sorry."
No, that's the more mature way of doing things, and that's definitely the way that she should do it. But that's obviously not the way she's going to do it.
But even now, what I said? I said before that she's going to keep making lies out, more and more and more lies. They're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, and then she's going to eventually end up with, well, she's already kind of halfway there where people don't like her, yada, 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 yada.
Halfway?
And then there's still some people, actually, the only other person who knows anything about the royal family, yo conozco, una mae que vive aquí, and she really likes Meghan Markle.
She does? Don't tell me it's a Latino girl.
No, she's Indian.
From India?
Yeah.
Oh, really? She likes her?
Yeah.
You should have had her there. See, I would have educated her. But so do you think then that she's gonna keep doubling down? Even this car chase thing that they found out about it, like.
Yeah, I mean, she wants to be seen as like her own, like whatever, Diana or whatever. She thinks she's that important. She's not.
No, she's not actually. That right now, for example, a lot of people are wondering whether there's a lot of articles saying that Harry was brainwashed by this woman, and this is why
No, I think he's just probably also attention seeking. I mean, he's in the shadow of his brother, yada yada yada. Yeah.
You think, Emma?
Did you not?
I think he envies him. I think the only gripe that he has is that he's not heir to the throne.
Yeah, I mean, it's a self-imposed shadow. Like, he doesn't have to, think this, but I think he wants the attention. He wants the limelight. a little bit more than clearly he deserves, or than he will ever get.
You know that he wrote a book called Spared, Henrik, and then he goes, it is such a nasty book. You know, he's such a
Which book?
misogynistic book. It's called Spare. But the thing is that he talks about mounting a woman, how he mounted the woman when he lost his virginity, like the woman is an animal. And then he goes like how the matron at Eton School, she looked like a mouse, how Rebecca Brooks is other women. This man is really, really terrible. The way he talks about, people, it's and women and especially, but the way he talks about his brother, it's actually quite disturbing. And then in one episode, he said that he wanted to kill his dad, that they were on this thing that did this training things, and apparently something was flying over, something that you can, like a tanker or something, or some flight like that, and that he could have easily taken his father out.
That's a weird thing to say.
No, and it's in the book.
Right.
And people are welcoming him. They said that if he divorces Meghan, they will welcome him.
I'd welcome him.
You do?
If he divorced Meghan.
You would, Henrik? Oh my God. You can't say that. Would you?
No, well, I mean, it's a good thing to get rid of.
Wanker, Henrik. It's not like
but I understand that, but it's better to have one horrible person than two.
Ay, Henrik, Paula, papi chulo. Gracias, Carmen. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to click like. So you'd welcome Harry with open arms just for the fact that he divorces Meghan, in spite of the fact that he put his family through hell, through global hell.
Well, maybe not open arms, but it's not my family.
But let's say you would, knowing that he's done this. Once a snake, always a snake, mi amor.
Yeah, but a snake has to shed its skin eventually,
But it's always a snake. It's only the skin it sheds, not the nature of the snake.
Oh.
So you would.
Well, what are the options here? What are the options? No, listen here. What are the options? What are the options here, Oma?
What are the options that he faces?
Yeah, what are the
consequences? First, okay.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. No, listen.
Meghan is gonna let those kids go from California. They're based in California. California is the worst place to get divorced if you're a man. They have two very young children.
I'm sure he doesn't have assets in his own name. That would be stupid.
No, he doesn't, but he has to keep her.
Yeah, so who cares? He wouldn't be the first royal to get divorced.
Let me see. Angie. Mira lo que dice Angie, Henrik. People see that this isn't Harry's natural state. That's worth exploring if it's forgiven. He has done a lot of hurtful things thinking it's okay because his wife said so. What do you guys think? Angie, you know what? I'm kind of torn because I know he's an idiot. He's high on drugs most of the time. You know what he's done, Henrik? Oh my goodness. You know what he's done? He's gone around. He's on a visa, which means that state law does not apply to him. So for example, if any drug yes. So a lot of immigrants make that mistake. If you're on a visa, state or on a green card, anything, until you're a citizen, you're bound by federal law, which means that any drugs that are not legal, even if the drugs are legal in California, they're not legal in another state, you can't consume them because it has to be federally accepted, right? So he's gone on all talk shows advocating for drug consumption, saying that cocaine didn't do it for me. He's talking in the book how he was rolling a joint outside of Tyler Perry's house. So now the Heritage Foundation have asked for his visa application, because usually in the United States, when you apply for a visa, they ask you if you have done drugs. And if you are doing drugs right now, he's breaking federal law, which is a crime. But Joe Biden has blocked the Freedom of Information Act. So Heritage Foundation is taking it to a judge to have it overturned.
I mean, Biden's also about to legalize weed federally. So
Well, I don't know. I don't think it's Biden who's doing any of that, but But
Well,
listen
no,
to
it's the
this.
people
It
who
is
are
funny.
electing
Henrik is a
people.
positive person. By the way, guys, Henrik's 22nd birthday is on June 1st, 2 days from now. So please wish him a happy birthday.
It'll be hard to celebrate everything in 20 seconds.
Henrik, you would not believe the crap in that book. I know, Beth, right? Henrik I'm going to send it to you because I have one of my beautiful subscribers. They sent it to me I sent it to Pablo. Pablo was calling me. Oh my God, I can't believe he said that. But Pablo is right. So we were going like, yes, he did say that, So my beautiful son is going to be 22 years of age. When I'm rich, Henrik, I promise you, I will treat you kindly. So yes. So yeah. So you would welcome Harry, but now knowing that. But let me put it this way. Okay, you welcome him with open arms. Then you got to pray that his next wife is not as skanky like Meghan Markle, because then he's going to act the same way.
Well, then he's out again. Like,
How many times are you going to have?
I don't know how many times, like a thief, like gets arrested for stealing a car or whatever. They go to prison. They go to prison. They pay for their crime. They go back into society. If they make the same mistake again, then they go back and they get punished again.
Yes, mi amorcito. But if every time he does this, it affects the monarchy as an institution, because the only coin that the monarchy has is respectability, credibility, and transparency, which they don't have.
I'm not entirely sure the monarchy is going to last very long. To be honest with you.
I'm a monarchist.
I know you are, but you have to be realistic, and the amount of money that goes to them every year, I don't think people are as willing to spend that.
I'm with you. Let's go. Harry's useless. Stop the madness. I didn't know my son was a Harry lover. Oh my goodness. So you would reward him for divorcing Meghan Markle?
You should reward him for doing something good. Yeah.
That's not doing something good. He shouldn't have married. I mean, he threatened everybody.
Okay, but what did you? Okay, yeah, no, you're right. He shouldn't have married her to begin with. But now he's stuck in this situation. What do you want him to do?
Not come back to the UK. My opinion is that the title should be taken away. I think he should be. The problem with Harry is that all his life people have people have cleaned up after him. He's never faced the consequences, Henrik.
Well, yeah, he's a royal. He's rich. He gets to.
Meghan thought he was rich. It turns out that he's not that rich. They're privileged.
I'm sure he does all right.
Oh, I'm sure he does not for Meghan though, because like most of his money's in trust, so he only lives off of interest.
Okay.
And Meghan, they just bought.
If he can live the way that he's living, just off of the interest off of his trust, I think he's doing all right.
Henrik, Marie is Norwegian. Tusen tack, Marie.
Maria. Det Maria.
Maria, sorry.
Ja, husk at man uttaler hvert eneste bokstav I norske språk.
Ja. Tusen tack, Marie. Thank you very much, Marie. So,
Hva gjorde du for 17. mai?
Maria, Henrik is asking you.
No, I'm asking you, Mama. What did you do for the 17th of May? And Maria. I'm guessing you didn't celebrate it.
I didn't do anything. I forgot about it. Well, the 17th of May is Independence Day in Norway. So Henrik is asking Maria, who is Norwegian, what she did for that. And right now, there are reports, but of course we have to take it with a grain of salt, that Harry's staying mostly at a hotel. They bought us a 14-bedroom, 16-bathroom mansion. And he's staying
the same hotel Hunter Biden did crack in?
Hmm?
It's the same hotel Hunter Biden did crack in, or is it a...
No. It's a different one. Apparently, this is also from the Soho thing,
Okay.
So yes. So what would you do if Harry gets, because Meghan is going to trash the hell out of him. She's going to call him racist.
She's going to trash. She's already trashing everyone. Like, what's it going to do? he can make amends. He can definitely make amends. Heck, she can make amends. There's no need for, you know, there's always a path forward. It's whatever.
So you think it's okay to welcome such a ginger
I
rat?
mean, if they make amends, yeah. But if he obviously doesn't do anything to show for it, if there's nothing, like, if he doesn't prove anything, if he doesn't try to apologize or make amends for the wrongs he's committed, then of course he doesn't deserve to be, like, brought back in.
I mean, I understand them welcoming him as a family member, but not as a working royal, Henrik.
I think he could definitely become a working royal again. I mean, he was an active.
Dare you?
He was an active serviceman. He has, that credential to him. He has, the fact that he is a royal, and for some reason he is kind of liked by people who aren't as, like, clued into it.
I am literally with my mouth open right now. I don't even know what to say.
I mean, obviously he's a brat and he's a narcissistic and egotistical maniac, but those are character flaws that if you mature properly, you could definitely overcome.
When will he mature? He's 41. He's almost 40 now. This is who he is. I am with you, so-called patriot, traitor.
I mean,
Kika Kayen is going, Henrik, no.
But look,
Kika, I am also in shock.
No, look, here's the thing. It's
oh my good Lord.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying is it's there's always a path towards reconciliation. There's no,
I think my head is even.
There's no need to be such an absolutist about it. I mean, sure, it'll be a difficult path for him, but if he hasn't committed any genocides, he hasn't done this,
he wore the dress as a Nazi. He's done racial slurs to everybody. He has basically ditched his veteran things. He doesn't show up for any of the military things because he's gone off to meet the
Mark Wahlberg ran around beating up Vietnamese people and other visible minorities, and he's still a superstar. You like Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
what he said about 9/11?
I don't know. Don't say it here. My thing. But I like Mark Wahlberg, but he's admitted to his. There's a big difference, Henrik. Mark Wahlberg, he could have ended up in prison. He's turned around. He's become.
You're right. He should have ended up in prison.
But he did time. And then he turned his life around. He turned his life around. He's a Christian.
No Christians are racist.
No, but he's also apologized for that, Henrik. But he's owned it. Harry has never owned to the fact that he's a racist, nor that he was wearing Nazi uniforms. He's always blamed others. He has never taken accountability.
I mean, you can. I don't know. I feel like you can wear those types of uniforms for like Halloween and not be racist.
Wahlberg stop at 9/11. Yeah, I can see that. 9/11 was horrible. That's a horrible thing. I remember. Henrik, 9/11 happened. You were born on June 1st.
I know.
Yeah, I was. It is what it is. Irene. I mean, you guys. Let me tell you something. You guys are turning on me, Henrik. I'm not having you here anymore. You're turning on me. Now you all want to forgive Harry.
No, I don't think we should forgive him. I think if he does the right things, if he makes amends properly, then yeah, why shouldn't we? Why should we be cruel as a people? Like, if he genuinely makes amends and genuinely is apologetic for all the things that he's done and said, then why shouldn't you? But
he's never gonna do that, Henrik.
I'm not saying that he will. I'm saying that he could, technically.
He just did a round of interviews. Thank you so very much, Mercy Coates. He just did a round of interviews where he's blaming everybody else. He wants the royal family to apologize to him. Thank you, Marie Lorenzo.
Okay, I understand that. Like, he's obviously not going to apologize. I think he's
effing idiot. He's not saying.
I'm saying no. I'm saying if he did. I'm not saying he will. I'm not saying he will. He probably won't. He doesn't
Your
sound like the
dad
kind of
wants
guy.
you to apologize to him.
No, I understand that. You know, again, the same thing goes to my dad. If he were to
Your
genuinely
dad
make
wants you to
amends,
apologize to I'm sorry. You know,
yeah, I mean, if he genuinely made amends, then yeah, look,
I'm telling you, he just recently did a thing. Like
no,
in
I understand that he recently did a thing, but he can still make amends in the future. Like, you know.
So you think that Meghan Markle brainwashed his ass?
No, I think he is who he is. I don't think that's going to change. I mean, it could change. I don't know. I can't tell you the future, you know, certainly, but um,
I wouldn't be able to sleep. I don't know if you know this, but Meghan Markle used to take pictures, allegedly, of the kids lying around. She used to go through people's stuff. This is why, pretty much they had to be kicked out of Kensington.
Kensington Market here in Toronto.
What? No,
Kensington here in Toronto. No?
No dundo. ¿Cómo que Kensington Market en Toronto, Henrik?
It's
Kensington
famous.
Palace in London, mi
Oh,
amor. United Kingdom.
perdón. What you
Ay,
got?
I'm
Perdón.
still shocked about you and Harry thing. How could you say that?
I-
How could you not snake?
Why shouldn't you want people to
Really
be
horrible, Henrik.
better?
You know that while his grandfather lay dying, Prince Philip lay dying, and he knew he was dying. That's when they did the Oprah interview, when they blamed everybody and they called everybody terrible while his grandfather was lying, and he trashed the Queen's legacy. In the Netflix documentary, they were completely horrible while the Queen was alive. You know that the Queen, they were in the UK the week that Queen died. Because he went to promote some stuff. And the Queen invited him the Wednesday before she died, like 2 days before she died. She invited him to see her. He was in the United Kingdom. He refused to go see her. And then she died 2 days later. It was a shock. Okay?
Well, I mean, he's
the grandmother who and there was one thing, the Queen had a soft spot for him. This is why she gave the consent for him to marry that skank. And he refused to go see his dying grandmother because he knew she was dying. You could see that Queen was frail. He was in the same country, and he refused to go see her.
I mean, my dad did the same thing with Bestemor, so.
What?
My dad did the same thing with Bestemor.
Yeah. It was. I told him to go, but this is different. This is different. This is a man who's doing it in a global stage, Henrik. This is a man who's doing this in a global stage, and you think that he's redeemable?
I think everyone's redeemable, yeah.
Mira lo que dice Angela Nicholson. Harry has been horrible to many people and ponies. Yeah, he also is nice to ponies, and now he's having his own treatment from his wife. So basically, Meghan is treating him the way he treats others, Henrik.
Yeah, okay, that's not fine, but it's, it's what's happened. But I don't think that would exclude him permanently from the ability to make amends and apologize.
Fuck, are you a priest or something? I don't know. I'm vengeful, so yeah. I can't help it. I would smack the shit out of him if you were my kid, and he even sold out his mom. His dead mother. He's been selling his dead mother, which is absolute crap. I don't, he's been exploiting the memory of his dead mother, which is pretty horrible, Henrik. That's a big no. And he's the one who keeps comparing. What he said in the book, which is actually quite gross. He said that he went to the North Pole and he froze his penis. They call it Todger. This is why you're going to see a lot of things called Todgergate. And he froze his penis, and he couldn't.
Why? Why would you do that? That's not something that accidentally happens.
No, I know, but listen. Apparently, he didn't have the right clothing place, right? But oíme.
What, did you have a hole? Just like having to swing it about, like.
This is in the book. This is worldwide book. In England they call it Todger. The penis they call it Todger, right? So he said that he burnt it, with ice or whatever. I don't know how he did it, but anyways, it happened. and it couldn't get healed and blah, blah, blah. And then somebody told him to use Princess Diana's lip balm from Elizabeth Arden. And as that he opened it and that he put it on his penis, and the smell of it took him back to his mother, because he could smell his mother's lip balm on his penis, on his todger, and that transported him back to seeing his mother. I mean, while he's putting that on his penis. I'm not, guys.
What the fuck is wrong with them? That's such a weird thing to say.
Can you imagine? This is in the book. He said that while he was putting his mother's lip balm on his penis, the smell, I can't even say it. I mean,
you know, not everything needs to be said. I hope he realizes it.
But he wrote it. It's in the book. This is a worldwide. Then everybody's. Can you imagine the psychological things of him putting his mother's lip balm on his penis?
Why does he have his mother's lip balm to begin with while he's going to the North Pole?
No,
is that only other items?
No, this is after he came back from supposedly from the North Pole, and he froze his penis, and the tip of his penis was really burnt, or you know how it is with like ice burn. You know, we know that. Right? But then, why would he have it? I mean, you know, that's actually a very good question, Henry, because unless you're naked outside, I'm sure he had clothing on him. You know.
I don't see how you could.
It's frostbite. Thank you. That's what it's called, frostbite.
Yeah, but I don't understand how that would, like, I've had frostbite, but I get frostbite on the normal places, my cheeks and my nose.
Oh, the ears.
I don't. Yeah, or my fingers. Like I don't. That's not
Thank you so much. But yeah,
you'd have the most clothing there. Because you'd have your underwear, you'd have your leggings, you'd have pants, you'd have the jacket. The jacket, if you have a nice winter coat, the jacket will be covering that as well. So it'll be the warmest part of you.
Simone says Harry's unforgivable. I agree with you. Unlike my son, I agree with you, Simone said. What about if Meghan Markle asks for forgiveness?
Also, look, when you
Meghan Markle asks for forgiveness? That's a question. What do you guys think if Meghan Markle apologizes and she admits that she has been a skank? I don't
think she'd make the apology quite like that. How would you apologize if you were her? How would you want the ideal apology to go?
Me?
Yeah. How would you like her ideal apology to go?
I apologize to my sister, to Samantha, because Meghan is Robin. Except that Meghan has a worldwide platform, but exactly, you know, Robin has never apologized, and instead she doubles down. So we do understand how that works, guys. Robin is my sister, guys, so you know. So if I were Meghan, I would first make amends with my family, and I mean for real. I would say, Father, I am very sorry what happened. I'm sorry you had 2 heart attacks, and instead of me coming to see you, I trashed you. With Samantha, I would say, Samantha, I'm sorry that I envy you. And I'm sorry I had actually people go after you. I'm sorry I wrote those things to my private secretary and had it published and had others attack you. I am sorry I had people go to People magazine and write crap about you that wasn't true. I'm sorry that I tried to that I have antagonized your own daughters against you. And then once I have made amends with them, I would go in a very, very public stage and say, you know what? I made a mistake. I would say something like, I was just worried that being royal, my family did not look posh, so I wanted to look nice. But even then, Henrik, the way she went about it, she didn't have to tear other people down.
Okay. But what if?
But I would
if she did make his apology, what would you do?
And I would say that my family has forgiven me. I will do whatever it takes to gain back your confidence and your trust and your love, to earn your respect. You know.
Okay, and what would you do if she did make this apology?
I would accept the apology. What I wouldn't accept her back.
What would she have to do for that?
Nothing. There's nothing you can do for something like that, Henrik, because it's not a one-off incident.
No, I understand that, but if she genuinely apologized and genuinely,
how many times does a snake have to bite you in order for you to understand she's a snake? This is the nature of the woman. So this is not like, oh, I lied once. No, she went and created other bigger lies. She said that she wrote a letter to Congress using a royal title. She's an American. She can't be lobbying using royal titles, foreign titles. Where she said,
my dad can't use a diplomatic passport to
no,
evade
she
the
doesn't
law.
have
But
diplomatic passport, Negro. They don't have
no, I
diplomatic.
understand that. I understand that. I was just making comparative points.
But she doesn't have a diplomatic passport, Negro.
I understand that. She does have the royal title, though. And my dad used a diplomatic passport to say that he was above the law. And she's, I'm assuming, using the royal title to
No, you're not above the
sway.
law. In the United States, actually, the Americans.
No, I understand that, but she's doing it to use it for sway.
Can't. I'm trying to explain to you that the 13th
I know she can't.
I know she can't. That Americans cannot use foreign titles in American soil unless they have express permission from Congress.
I know, which she doesn't. But the whole thing is like, okay, she's done that. She's done a lot of awful things. But if she made the perfect apology and she genuinely tried to make amends, I think that you should forgive her. Like, because people do change with time.
She's 41, Henrik.
Yeah. Are you gonna say you're the same person you were a decade ago?
Look, it is what it is. Henrik, how much did Harry and Meghan pay you?
Hopefully a lot.
Sugar? Are you sugar? Henrik, my God, my own flesh and blood. No, I'm just kidding, Henrik. This says, Maria, has Henrik been bullied? Could he forgive his bully? Oh, Henrik, that is a question for you.
If they were a different person, yeah, I guess.
Would you forgive Leo?
Yeah, if he was different.
You would?
Well, yeah. But he's not. I mean, he's still posting about knives and guns and stuff on his
My
Facebook
son
and stuff.
was horribly bullied when he was at
Okay, I wouldn't say it.
Oh, well. Okay, I'm not going to say it because I respect that. But
well, no, he brought a knife one day and threatened me. That's kind of the extent to it.
Okay. It says, please have Henrik learn about personality disorder. He's so nice, though. Oh, he is nice, and he's coming to see me soon. I can't believe I'm going to have a son that's 22 years of age, and who is
it'll be difficult.
Is a forgiver of Harry and Meghan Markle. So you think Meghan Markle is?
No, I haven't forgiven them. I have not forgiven them. That's not what I said. I said that I have the capacity to. If they were to make proper amends.
The thing is, she'll be forgiven and then do more harm to others. As if it's okay for her. Yes, because you see, Meghan Markle is still asking for apology, even though she's the one who has.
Well, right now she's not the person. She's not the type of person I would forgive.
She's never been that type of person. She has ghosted everybody in her life.
I'm not saying that she ever will. I'm just saying that within her is the capacity to be a better person, and that if she were to become a better person, then yeah, why wouldn't you forgive her?
I don't know.
Are you gonna Mama Massa say, okay, you're the same person you were 10 years ago?
Pretty much.
No, you're not.
I'm less stupid and less ignorant, and thanks to your father, I've had to learn a few
You're
things.
not the same. You're very different from how you were 10 years ago.
I've never been a mean person, Henrik. I have never.
No, you haven't.
I've always been. I've never been a mean person.
And you haven't. But you haven't needed to grow in that way. You have needed to grow in other ways, like with, I guess, dealing with my father and the whole legal system and with racism. And yet you have grown there, I'd say, in the last 10 years.
For the better, Henrik, I hope.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
Meghan Markle
that's what I'm saying.
Better. Meghan Markle has grown for the worse. She has used the platform, the royal family's platform, to cause harms to others. You know that their charity, they just, the fake charity, they raised $13 million. 10 million from one person and 3 million from another. That's it. They don't know who the secret donors are, but they only gave supposedly 3 million some away on top of the wages. They only worked between her and Harry 1 hour a week.
Yeah, but I never said they're hardworking. Like they're rich and
dollars. They have kept more than over $9 million. They haven't given any charity to anybody. Pretty much, in my very humble opinion, they're keeping the money.
No, they're. I never said they're hardworking. I never said that they right now deserve forgiveness. But I think that they have the capacity for change for the better. I think everyone does.
Well, mi amor, I don't know what to tell you. You've opened my eyes to the fact that you're a sugar. I'm just kidding. I'm very entitled to your opinion. Clearly. And listen to what Pancake says. Narcissists aren't capable of change. Apparently, narcissists are like psychopaths, serial murderers. They don't stop. It's
psychopaths are just people who can't feel any emotion.
But Meghan can't, because the way she cut Henrik, this woman cut her own father off. I mean, and not only her father, that her first or second husband, you know what she did? She was with him for 10 years. She sent him. The guy was getting ready to go fly to see her in Toronto, where she was filming Suits. And then he received a package with the ring and the divorce degree back. Toronto, yeah. When he wasn't, she completely cuts out. She ghosts people like she doesn't have any friendships from the past or anything like that.
I don't. Okay. I don't really know what you want me to say. I think obviously right now she doesn't deserve any apology or any forgiveness or anything like that. But I mean, in the future, who's to say that she isn't a better person?
Henrik is saying, Henrik, read about cluster B. Wikipedia will be enough.
What's cluster B?
That's something. Just go to Wikipedia and look for cluster B, and then you'll read about it. It's personality cluster B, disorders cluster B. And Marilia said, look into it. Okay. Anyways, my son and I are going to go, guys. Thanks you so very much for being so kind. Don't forget to click like, share, subscribe. It's free. Thank you, mi amor, for your time.
You might as well subscribe. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the donations to the school. Thanks for everything, guys. Thanks for always turning up to listen to me. And yes, my son is amazing. Okay. And Henrik, have you been to Sudbury? No, I love Sudbury. Henrik hasn't been to Sudbury. It's near
Where's that?
Sudbury is near North Bay. It's about 40 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, from North Bay. It's actually
so it's 4 hours from Toronto.
Yes.
But so the furthest west I've gone is Brampton. The furthest east I've gone is Montreal.
Yeah.
Within Canada.
Yeah. No, but you should go see Cindy in North Bay, because North Bay is beautiful. Nipissing Lake and everything. Actually, some of my father's ashes, your grandpa's ashes, were thrown there.
Really?
Yes, it's beautiful, Lake Nipissing. So you should go see Cindy for sure, and to North Bay. It's really beautiful. Sudbury is like half an hour away. One of my dearest friends, Colin, is there. He'd be happy to show you around. It's a small town, but it's really, really nice. So anyways,
is there a train there or no?
No, mi amor, you take the bus.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if there's train now.
No, because the buses here in Canada aren't very nice.
Really? They're not like in Norway?
No, they are not. They are horrible here.
Well, wait till I get to Canada. So I'll drive you around. We can drive there to Cindy, and we can go to Sudbury, North Bay, and all those. We can go to Ottawa. I love Ottawa, so we can go there. We can go to Hull, Quebec to party. Well, you don't want to party with me because I'm your mom, but anyways. Marilee, come to the UK both. We're going to take you up on that invitation when we have money, Marilee. Right now, I'm having strugglings with the school. We need to put the roof up. So thanks very much, all of you, for everything. We love the UK. Henrik and I were in the UK for many years, and it's
I learned to spell my first word.
Yep. My love, mi amor. And I love you, Henrik. I love you so very much. I miss you, and I can't wait to see you, mi amor. I'll be there waiting with you
in a week and 2 days.
Yes. I love you, and thank you very much. Thank you
10 p.m., right? Huh? You'll be there at the airport, 10 p.m.
What do you think? Me? Me and your sister.
You're bringing CD this time.
Of course. Well, I brought
You didn't bring her last time.
Excuse me?
No, you told her that you let her sleep. I remember.
Henrik,
Oh, wait, no, sorry. No, the first time.
Back.
The first time.
Okay, yeah, I took her. Yeah. So
You didn't
any,
take her that time when I came late that day.
yes,
Because last time was during the day that you picked me up. So then you brought her, but the time before that was
no, but
at
she's gonna
night.
go pick you up, mi amor.
Okay,
Anyways,
good.
thank you very much for your time, mi amor, and I'll talk to you later. And thank you very much
Okay.
for watching, guys. And have a wonderful day. Love you all.
All right. Have a good Mother's Day, Mama.
Thank you. I love you.
And thank you to everyone else
Go to North
for
Bay, says
watching.
Karen at KM. He will. I'll take him there. He will. I'll take him. My sister's there, so we'll take him there. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good day.